Welcome, my peeps, my peoples. Peep Squad is in the building, baby. We going to the top, to the top, baby. We want to bring others with us. So please become a part of Notification Squad. Peep Squad, hit that notification bell, baby. Know each and every time I drop a video. So let's get into it. Let's talk about Tamar Braxton, Get Your Life, the new doc series that is on WeTV and that caused all the commotion that, with Tamar, and how she was very upset about the situation, and she ended up in a bad predicament, and some predicament that none of us ever want to ever have as a choice or option, point blank, period. So Tamar basically is feeling a certain type of way. She did not like this docu series trailer, and I can understand some of the things that she don't like, but it seems like she's being open and she's being real, and she was ready for it. And she's also cool with Mona Scott. They're having conversations, they're talking, and it seems like she's expressing herself, and it seems like she likes Mona Scott Young too, but I don't know how long that's gonna last. But it starts off with Tamar basically saying that she lost everything. She lost her sister, she lost her family, she lost her hope, she lost her financial situation, which she needed the support and everything else like that. Like, she really went down. She hit rock bottom. And basically she said she lost her husband and also her manager, her label, her soul, who she is as a person. And she's basically not on stable ground as far as trying to find herself and start all over, and basically producing and singing and working on her own without working with anybody else, and not depending on her family, her sisters, or anyone at all. Like, she's doing this all by herself, and it's a shocker to her because she never had to do this before, because she had Vince and he probably had people, and now she's walking into WeTV, meeting with Mona, signing these contracts and these deals, and she know nothing about, but she's here, she's gonna bet on herself. So I was like, go ahead, girl, do your thing. But too bad, it seems like she may not have the right representation, but it seems like she really needed to have the help and the support from the TV show, number one, basically getting herself back out there, starting to sing, do music again, because she hasn't been doing music, and she doesn't have a record deal, she doesn't have a label, she doesn't have a contract with anybody. So basically, she's saying she's 42 years old, she got to get back out here in these streets, she got to make something happen, she got to learn how to do everything on her own. Like, she's taking baby steps, and so much has happened. I was like, damn. So yes, there's a lot going on with Tamar in this situation, and it seems like she came to WeTV and Mona Scott with so much of a heavy heart and so in need of something and some support, and basically getting financially stable too as well. That's what it seems like. And also taking herself back and doing what she wanted to do, having her dreams and her hope and her wishes come true, and also to be there for her son too as well, and support him and depend on herself. So I was like, damn, this shit is crazy. Like, she has gone through a lot. And basically, she's talking about that she comes with a lot of baggage. And, David is like, hello. I was like, oh shit, David said hello like that? Like, what's going on with that situation? So Tamar trying to find herself, and then David was like, this is home number 2. I was like, home number 2? So basically they're filming, the docuseries in a hotel, or maybe in their second home. She got 2 homes, but Tamar said she lost a home, and she lost this and she lost that too as well. So I don't know what David meant when he said this is home number 2. I was like, home number 2, baby? What are you talking about? Home number 2? I was like, Lord have mercy, we got home number 2. Are they moving around, or does she actually own 2 houses? Because she's saying that she hit rock bottom and she's broke, and she said her family betrayed her too as well, telling her secrets in her business, and this is why she's here. She's here to get the road straight. She's here to find herself, and she couldn't trust nobody. She couldn't trust her family, she couldn't trust her sisters, and she was just basically alone. And then we have Vince also, in the segment of the trailer, basically saying Tamar is having a midlife crisis, and no one wants to hear that thrown up in their face from their ex, point blank, period. So he's there saying what he needs to say, and that's not a good look too as well. And Tamar was like, I never worked with anybody else, I'm doing this all by myself. Vince basically had Tamar sheltered, dependent, and needing him, where she would be totally lost. It's like, if you don't teach someone how to survive in this business and in this game, and you do do everything for them. When you walk away, they might not know what to do or how to do it, but Tamar's trying, and she is going to depend on herself. And there's parts of Tamar where she walks off and she's upset, and she was like, you guys filmed my baby, you guys filmed my life, you're just not gonna have this moment. And you can see the producers chasing after her, whether that's true or not, because Tamar, alleged, or her family members alleged, said that the editing was terrible and things like that, and some of it wasn't true. And then Tamar, it talks about her not having her sisters there. She lost her sisters, but her sisters are still living, they're still around, and they haven't mended their relationship, as far as Tamar is saying in this docuseries. And if the sisters don't know this, they probably feel a certain type of way. She means she lost us, we still love her, that's our sister, but she's saying, I lost y'all, I'm doing this all on my own, basically, and this is her second chance. And Tamar said, she didn't have any hopes, she didn't have any dreams, and she lost it all. She lost herself, and now she's running away from the cameras, and the camera's like, you better get back over here, and they're chasing her down. I was like, Lord have mercy. The camera seems very invasive too as well, like they're everywhere. They're huge cameras, there's huge production team, and you're gonna be filming like this and stuck up in the house, because it's like a web series inside your house 24/7, like damn. And it's almost like that situation with Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown, when they filmed being Bobby, and that was a difficult situation for Whitney Houston and things like that, and then it made the world look at Whitney Houston different. So I don't know if Tamar's feeling that way, but she's going to meet with Mona Entertainment, basically going to see what's good, because Mona's over there at WeTV. She's one of the big wigs over there. She's the ones that produce the shows over there too as well. So Tamar is about to meet with Mona Scott, and she's feeling a certain type of way. She was like, why are the doors locked? Why this? Why that? Don't you guys have hip hop stars, 11 hip hop stars come through? I know you guys ain't locking the door for me. You got the doors locked? Like, what be going on? So she's looking at the situation kind of shady too as well. And now, she's meeting up with Mona and everything else like that. And Mona looks like, okay, it is what it is. But the way that Mona talks, to Tamar, basically, it seems like she heard a lot of rumors, and it seems like Tamar is a difficult person to work with. That's what it seems like it's hard. Like, if the way that Mona is actually describing Tamar to her face, and maybe that's edited, the real would have been a difficult situation for Tamar to be, especially, but it might be different because they're not in her life. She's on a stage, she's in a studio, she goes in and she comes out, but now they're filming her. I don't know if she has erratic behavior, but this is the way that Mona Scott is making it look like. What's going on? Tamar lets us know that she met Mona Scott through a friend of hers, that knew Mona 22 years ago. Her name is Missy, or whatever the case is with that. And, Tamar tells, she says she wants to tell her story, to Mona Scott. And she also tells Mona Scott that, that she doesn't have anybody. She doesn't have a manager, she doesn't have a deal, she doesn't have a record label, she doesn't have a company, she doesn't have anything. And so basically she's here to, do the thing. And Mona's asking her questions like, so now you're working with other producers, like you're going to be working in the music business. What are you going to be doing? You're going to be doing music and stuff like that. How many producers have you worked with? And she was like, I haven't worked with any producers, and I don't have any managers, or I only have one manager, and that was a husbander and whatever. And so Mona was like, oh, for real? So you didn't work with any man or nothing like that? And so Mona's basically pointing out that she was really sheltered, and Vince kept her away from people, whether it was for her protection or not. And basically saying that, not having her work with any other managers, or basically get her feet wet and become a complete independent star where she knows the ropes. And it seems like Tamar doesn't know the ropes, and Mona is pointing that out too as well. And Mona is also pointing out to Tamar about, you lost your relationship, basically, because, Tamar is explaining to Mona that the situation is, she doesn't like to sing in public. Number one, she doesn't like to sing in public, and she really never got her feet wet. And Mona's like, oh my God. He was like, so was he jealous or anything? She was like, well, if you want to say that, Mona, I guess, well, he was jealous. And so it's just like Tamar was almost feeling like, okay, you going deep, girl. What's going on with this situation? So Mona's basically saying that, asking was he jealous because her not working with anybody else is trying to shelter her. But, Tamar is basically saying, no, he didn't have me work with anybody else. I just work with him. And, Mona's like on every song, every single song. That was the situation. I was like, damn. And it basically seeing how much control that Vince had over Tamar. And Mona is pointing that out too as well, like she's fragile, and like she's starting all over like a kid, like she's talking to her like a kid, like so you guys must have lost the magic in your relationship. I was like, magic? And then so Tamar was like, oh, yeah, I guess we lost the magic because work was at home, work was here, work was there, work was everywhere. Like I could never escape work. And so I was like, oh shit. So Tamar was really like sheltered, and she's trying to explain to Mona like, I'm afraid to sing in public. I was like, oh my God. Like she's afraid to sing in public and be on stage. So that must really give her anxiety and like panic attacks too as well. Because, she's used to singing in the studio. She used to just having Vince there. And that, blanket is gone. And that way of learning how to sing and basically show your talent was only in front of Vince and nobody else. And Mona's basically saying, oh my God, lady, you was sheltered. And so Mona was like, but listen, girl, you want to do the music, you want to do this docuseries, you want to fix yourself because, Tamar was like, I want to fix myself. I want to get it right. I want to bet on me. I want to bet on who I am. I want to bet on what I can do for myself. I was like, go ahead, girl. She's speaking like a woman that is not defeated, a woman that's ready to fight, a woman that's ready to go, a woman that's ready to do anything and everything. But it's hard to hear that she's 42 years old and she hasn't did anything on her own, and it's just like, damn. But she's ready, but it's never too late unless you're gone. And thank God Tamar is still here, that she's not gone. But Mona basically grabbed Tamar's hand, was like, listen, you got to understand that this is going to be difficult, this is going to be hard, and we are told, and the naysayers have told us that you are difficult to work with. When you shut down, you'll quit, you'll run, you'll bail on a project. I was like, damn, Mona saying all that in front of Tamar. Is this edit? That's like, damn. And Tamar's agreeing to it, saying, I won't run, Mona, I won't run, if it gets hard, I'll talk to you. I was like, damn, she's talking to her like she's a child, like she's not even a teenager, not even an adult. And I was like, damn. And so I was like, shoot, that was way too much going on with that situation. I was like, She was like, you got to promise me that you won't bail. So basically Mona is saying, listen, I don't know about you. Like, it's almost like Tamar's pleading her case to have Mona manage her or actually film this show and get it done. But it seems like the contract's already done because they got the cameras rolling, so the shit is pre-rehearsed, and Mona's back on TV, Mona's back on camera. Then Tamar said, let me tell you something, Mona, I want you. So Mona basically tells Tamar that I need you to say, I, Tamar, will not run, will not bail, will not leave, and when times are getting hard and getting difficult, I will let Mona know what's going on, and I won't close her out. I won't shut the door, because Mona is like, yo, we got to capture every moment of your life. We're going to capture you. The camera's going to be there. So I'm assuming where they're filming at is not her home, because that'll be really really like invasive, you know what I'm saying? So it seems like, Mona's like, yo, it's going to be difficult. The camera's going to be everywhere. We see these big guys with these big cameras in your house 24 hours. Like, every time you poop, you fart, you sneeze, this is a real difficult situation for, Tamar to sign up to, with not having control of what's being shown. Because when she was on TV at one point in time, maybe she had some say, but it doesn't seem like she has any say. It seems like Tamar is going to them for help because she needs a job, she needs the money, she needs to take care of her son, she needs to take care of herself. So I was like, damn. And Mona was like, repeat after me. I was like, what? Repeat after me? Yeah, Mona was just like, repeat after me. I, Tamar, will not bail. I will not leave. And so, I was just like, damn. And so then they're having the conversation. Tamar is explaining to Mona, like, listen, you don't understand. I don't care about the naysayers. I don't care what people say about me. Mona, this is not about you. Mona, this is not about the show. This is about me fixing myself. This is about me changing. This is about me getting right. This is about me taking care of my son. This is about me being independent. It's about me winning because, I've been down. I lost it all. I lost my house. I lost my family. I lost this. And basically, it seems like she's just stuck in that moment of just hurt and that pain that she lost everything and she has to do it on her own, number one, and she don't know how. And she got to trust people that she don't trust because she doesn't trust her sister. She didn't trust Vince. She didn't trust the record label. She didn't trust her manager, which was Vince. And she just doesn't trust people, period, because she feels like, she lost her family because of TV. I was like, damn. I was like, that's a whole lot that, this young lady's going through. But, Tamar did say, like, Mona, Mona will be coming out of retirement to manage Tamar. And Mona repeated it, and I would help Tamar be her best self. And, so basically, also when Tamar said, to Mona Scott about, losing everything that she had, and Mona wanted her to make a promise to her and reassure her, that Tamar was going to not bail on the project and not leave the situation. It was like, damn. And so, Tamar is basically saying, I ain't got no shame. I don't care no more. I don't care what people think. I don't care what people say. I don't care about anything no more. I don't care how they feel. I hit rock bottom. And Mona said, only way to come up when you hit rock bottom is to the top. And we heard that saying before. So it just seems like, Tamar is just really in need of help. And, Mona just feels like, okay, girl, like, for real, because we're going to have to capture everything. She goes, I want you to say, I, Tamar, commit to you, Mona. Commit to you? Like, shit, commit to you. Tamar was like, no, I want to add, I commit to myself on how I would try not to run. I would try not to escape. I would try not to bounce on you. I would try not to leave. I won't run. I won't bail. And so basically it just seems like, Tamar will bounce on you in a heartbeat and leave and quit, and you can't get in contact with her, almost describing her like Bobby Brown. Like, shit. And so you have that situation. I'm just like, damn, what is really going on with that situation? I'm like, poor Tamar. Tamar is dealing with the most with this situation, and she's really got to trust these people that she tried to trust before, and she felt like they broke up her family and things like that. And so now she has to try to work with these people again, work with WeTV again, because she probably, I don't know if she has any other choice of where to go, or maybe she's putting her choice in with Mona, and she's trusting Mona since Mona's at WeTV now, that Mona would do right by her. So that's what it seems like, Tamar is at the situation with her. I'm just like, damn. I was like, shit, Tamar, I don't know what you gonna do, baby girl, because it seems like it's a tough situation, because nobody wants to have all that stuff, have cameras and having the people in their house and everything. And so Mona basically said, okay, all right. So when Tamar said, you're gonna come out of retirement, I'm bringing you out of retirement, we're gonna dust the dust off. So basically it seems like, this is Mona's new project with Tamar, and this is why we see Mona Scott Young filming with Tamar, because we haven't seen her film with people in a long time. She did a little bit with Candy, but it seems like this is her big project that she's bringing over to WeTV. Is Tamar, somebody put the deal together, and maybe Tamar had nothing to do with the deal, didn't know how the deal was put together, because basically she said she don't know what to do. So Mona said, okay, I'm out of retirement, but Tamar basically said, I want you to manage this project. So I don't know if Tamar is giving her a chance to manage a project, because I don't think like Mona is going to manage anybody, but it seems like Mona is agreeing to manage the project first. She's gonna help Tamar, but she's got to manage the docuseries. That's her job, because it's going to be filmed for WeTV and shown to the world. And that's what Mona's doing. And so she's asking Mona to manage it. And Mona was going to manage it anyway. But Mona was like, okay. She was like, just promise, Tamar, be on your best behavior. I was like, Lord have mercy. She's talking to her like she's a child. Like, what's really going on with that situation? That is way too much. And so we get Tamar and David, they play around with the kid. It's all good. And then Tamar said, she was supposed to be letting people know that there's going to be cameras at her house or her new house or whatever. And David is like, she said, I didn't tell them there was cameras. They should know this baggage. And it sounded like David said, amen. I was like, Lord have mercy. No, he did not say amen. I was like, she goes, I come with baggage. No, he said hello. And basically he was like, I'm here for Tamar. I'm doing what I got to do to help her. I'm a finance guy. I'm a business guy. I'm a money guy. But I guess he was like, basically you can see that he feels like the situation is difficult having these cameras around, but he's doing it to support Tamar because he loves her. And Tamar basically saying that she loves him too. And he brings out the best in her. And he makes her see in herself and see who she is and who she can be. Some of her family don't think that way. They think that he's controlling. He has too much going on. He's all in the show. He's on the first episode. He's shining and all this other stuff. So that's allegedly, some of the family members basically said that's not true. But he's here and he's not keen to the idea of having these cameras around. Even the kid is pointing out that Tamar's son is pointing out the cameras. Tamar just don't know what she gonna do because now she gotta find herself and this lady Gold talking about she gonna get into a soul. I was like, what are you guys talking about? Soul magic, find it, like you guys are doing way too much. So they're having a toast, and so David says our new home, and Tamar's like, oh, he's being funny because we got all these camera people here, and this is a big deal. But to Tamar it might be a little bit normal, and maybe for David to take the position of Tamar's first husband, Vince, when he was around, and but be nicer to her. But she needs that companion. She needs that support. That support of someone that she's attracted to, someone that she can trust, and she trusts him because she said he brings the best. But it just seems like Tamar had a lot going on, and maybe somebody could deceive her because of her pain and her hurt. But it looks like she is working on herself. But it just seems like she's really trying to find herself, but maybe David is too soon, but maybe she needs David because if he wasn't there that night at the hotel, we don't know if she would be here today. But she's putting him in a difficult situation, which is making their relationship difficult too as well. And then we also got Tamar. Basically, she don't want to sing in the studio. She's telling people, I don't know how to sing in front of people. I haven't sang in front of people. I usually sing, at home alone with Vince. Our own studio in the house. We had this, we had that. This is nervous for me. Like he pampered her and he babied her so much to keep her dependent on him, so she would never leave him because he was a value to her. But yet he stopped her growth, and that's what she said to Mona, that she has to learn everything all over. It's almost like beginning again, starting life over as far as finding herself, her soul, because basically she said she lost her friends, she lost her family, and she didn't have any girlfriends, but she do like Mona, and she wants, and she also tells David that Mona is a good person and she has a good soul. So we'll see if that holds up and see what happens with that situation. But you guys tell me what you think. I was like, Lord, pray for Tamar. Pray for her because she got a whole lot going on. So a whole lot to put your business out there in the street, get your kid involved, make everything uncomfortable and not be happy with the ending of the product, and also feeling like you've been taken advantage of too as well. You ain't got no voice and it makes your relationship look crazy, and David already knows what it is. So, and he agreed because he loves this woman. When a man loves you, and if he's not out for greed, he's going to support you in whatever you do because he wants you to win, and Tamar's trying to win and she needs some support.